Good morning, guys. Back again here. Another video for you. Another little adventure that I'm going on. Right now, I am on the way to Blue Springs State Park, and it is about 8 a.m. on a beautiful Tuesday morning, March 30th. So yeah, Blue Springs State Park. It's about 3 hours north of where I live here in West Palm. So exactly where it is, it's in Orange City, Florida, I believe is the name of the city. Just north of Orlando, about northeast of Orlando. So nice little 3-hour drive ahead of me here. Looking to do some hiking trails there. We got a really nice spring there that you can swim in. Hopefully it's open to do that, so that's what I'm hoping to do as well. But yeah, so I'm gonna take you along and I will see you at Blue Springs State Park. Let's go. Alright guys, finally made it to Blue Springs State Park. Entering the park entrance right now. Gonna stop at the kiosk here and get checked in, and then we'll head straight to the campground and get set up. So I will show you what that looks like. Alright guys, so just finished checking in at the ranger station here at the entrance of the park, making my way over to the campsite. I'm at campsite number 1, so it should be the first campsite that comes up. So we're gonna go look for that right now. And let's see. Seems to be a pretty busy day here. A little bit of a line with cars trying to get in here, but let's see here. So it looks like this is where I make a right-hand turn. Sand Pine Scrub Campground is where I need to go. Alright guys, I think this is me. Campsite number 1. This must be it. It's the first one that came up, so I'm just gonna back in and assume that it's campsite number 1. I think it's marked on the road, so just go ahead and back in here. Alright, here we are guys, campsite number 1. Let me give you a little campsite tour. It's a nice little open spot, very nicely shaded with these bushes all around like that. Pretty private looking area. Then they have got a nice fire ring here in the corner, and little flat spot here is probably where I'm going to end up setting up the tent. Right here, got the electric hookup, some water right there too, and nice picnic bench here. Looks like it's in good shape, nice and clean, sturdy. And then they got this little spot here, which is pretty cool. I probably could even set the tent up in here actually, which is what I might end up doing. This ground is a little softer in here. The ground over here is a little bit more like a lime shell kind of rock, so it'd be tough to get the stakes in the ground. This is pretty cool though. I mean, little forest oasis in this section. So yeah, pretty happy with this. Nice and secluded looking. So I'm gonna start getting set up, get the tent pitched and everything, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so got the tent all pitched up. This is actually a new tent that I'm using. This is part of the reason why I'm doing this trip here, is to test out this tent. It's a much lighter tent than I was using before. So yeah, I got it all pitched up here. It's looking nice. Right under the nice little shaded canopy here. Some flat ground. Perfect spot right here. So you can see. And then over here by the fire pit, got my little camping chair and table, some firewood there. So now I'm just gonna get my stuff inside the tent, my sleeping gear, get situated with that, and then we will start exploring around the area. Right, I think it's about like 1:30 right now, so it's a pretty hot day. It is overcast though. It was like 60% chance of rain. It did rain earlier when on the way here. When I was on the highway, so we'll see if we get any more rain. Hopefully not, but then again, it might be a good thing just to kind of test out this tent and see how it does with the waterproofing on it. But anyway, let me get situated with my gear inside the tent. I'll show you a little bit of what it looks like inside, and then let's get to exploring. Alright guys, so I got all my stuff set up inside. I'll show you a quick peek. It's really hot in there right now. I didn't really want to stay in there for too long because it's so hot. But if you look inside, this is what it's looking like. Just got to blow up my tent, my sleeping pad and pillow. Got my sleeping bag in there. My backpack fits in there as well. At the top, there's even a nice little mesh pocket thing that you can hang stuff on. Flashlight, stuff like that. So it's pretty roomy, definitely roomy for one person. You can probably fit 2 people in there pretty snug. But yeah, so now it's time to do a little exploring. I'm gonna walk around the campground here a little bit, to the bathhouse, check that out, and then also you gotta fill up some water there, and then we're gonna hit up some trails around here and do a little bit of exploring. All right, so let's get to it. Alright guys, so found a path here, a paved path. Should be taking me to the spring, so I guess we'll just check that out first since it's the first thing we came across. So we've approached this really nice park area, a bunch of picnic benches and grills. I'm assuming that the spring is close by. Very nice shaded spot. Guys, so I've been on this boardwalk type of pathway that has all these different little viewpoints of this spring area. This spring is huge. The swimming area is kind of small. Really haven't actually looked at that, but the whole actual spring state park area is pretty big. So here's another walkway I'm going on right now. Really nice views of the spring. This is really, really cool. I don't know if you can actually swim in this spot here. Not really sure like what the designated swimming part is. Would be pretty cool if you could swim in this area, but they have everything closed off right now, and they do that for a certain time of the year so that the manatees can come in and not be disturbed. I think they opened the swimming area back up at the end of March, which I just missed because it's I think it's March 30th right now. So not open for swimming, but you can come in and see it and everything. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'll have to come back here again sometime when it is open to swim. This area looks really cool. Tons of fish in the water. I don't know if you can see them, but there's a bunch of them all over the place. It's kind of hard to see with the GoPro unless you actually zoom in, but the water's super clear. So a bunch of big birds right here too. And then you see those orange buoys. I think that kind of is like a net for the swimming area. So I'm guessing that this is actually part of the swimming area right here. But yeah, so just taking in the views. Gonna keep exploring around the area here and see what else we can find. So let's go. Alright guys, so already seeing tons of wildlife here, lots of fish in the water, birds, and to continue it on, just found ourselves a pretty decent sized snake right down there. It's probably hard to see because I can't zoom in with the GoPro, but he's just chilling right there, right by the trunk of the tree there. Dark brown, looks like a root of the tree, but it's actually a snake. Just sleeping there or something. So pretty cool. Really nice place. Only downside is there's a lot of people here right now, but let's keep going and see what else we can find. Alright guys, so I've been on this Boardwalk Trail that kind of takes you around different parts of the spring for a little while. Finished that up. It's pretty cool, just a lot of people on it. So I'm on this other trail now. It's kind of like a more off the beaten path. I think this is supposed to take me to one called Pine Island Trail, which is what I'm trying to find. I think it's more of a dirt trail, a little bit more scenic maybe. So it's the mission right now. I'm gonna try to find that. already about like 3:30 though, so I'm just gonna try to do a little section of it just to check it out. Might try to finish it off tomorrow. It's also starting to rain a little bit, so I don't want to venture off too far because I think it's supposed to rain some more later on. But yeah, let me go and try to find the trailhead of this place, and then I'll get back to you. Alright guys, here's the trailhead, Pine Island Trailhead. Gives you a little information about the trail, different stuff you can find. So this snake right here, called the Florida green water snake, that's the snake that we saw next to the tree over by the spring. Looks just like that, so I'm going to assume that's the one right there. But let's get moving on this trail here, see how much we can complete and what we can find on here this short period of time. Let's do it. Alright guys, so pretty much back to where I first started on this trail. Basically just did like a little loop. It started going into like an area where there's just like no shade at all for a while, and I just figured, you know, it's too hot for this. It wasn't really anything too exciting. This was pretty much the best part of the trail, the beginning part right here with all the shade. And then as soon as I got out of this, it was basically like nothing. So decided to skip the rest of that part. I'm gonna head back to the campsite, start making some food, just relaxing, doing some editing, and just get a fire going, pop over some beers, and then just relax and call it a night. I think I've pretty much seen most of this state park here. I think it's mainly just the spring is the highlight of the area here. The hiking trails, there's really not too many, doesn't seem like. Maybe I just haven't discovered them yet or something, but I don't know. But anyway, let's go back and enjoy the campground and the campsite while we can before we have to pack it all away tomorrow. All right, let's go. All right, guys, here we are back at the campsite. Just gonna relax, start making something to eat, pop up on a beer, and just chill. Beautiful night, or beautiful evening. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful night. Looks like the clouds have cleared up. Doesn't look like it's gonna rain anymore. Hopefully it cools off. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so just finished up cooking up some chili right here, and that's what we're working with. Some nice chili. So hungry right now. About to devour this meal right here and then pop up in a beer. One thing I will say about this campsite right here, campsite 1, is that it's the very first campsite when you enter the campground. So every single person that is entering the campsite as well passes by your campsite. So every few minutes there's always a car going by. There's one that just went by just now, but that's pretty much what I've been hearing this whole time since I've gotten back. It's just a car going by my campsite every couple minutes. So the only downfall about this particular site here, hoping that maybe later on in the day, at night, it won't be like that. People will already be at their sites and kind of settling in. Being that it's about 5 p.m., people probably are, just getting back from the day. So hopefully that'll die down. That is a downfall of this site, but other than that, I mean, this is a pretty damn good site. I mean, look at that spot right there. Nice and shady, tucked in back there. Then we got all this room right here that I don't even need. But if I was to have more than one tent, if I was to have other people join, easily set up another tent back there. So great spot, really liking it. And I'm gonna eat this meal here, and I'll see you in a bit. What's up guys? So I finished my hot chili, very good, really enjoyed that, hit the spot. Got a fire going here as you can see, and popped open a nice cold IPA by Sierra Nevada, Dankful IPA. I've had this one a few times. This is one of my favorite ones, especially for camping. It has a really nice piney, hoppy, floral type of taste to it, which is I feel like it goes well with a nice little camping trip out here in the forest. And got a little cigarillo to go along with the beer. So I'm just gonna hang out and relax, enjoy this moment. But it does look like there's some pretty dark clouds rolling in from that way over there. Looked at the forecast and it does look like we are going to be getting some rain here within the next hour or two, which means I'm going to need to give myself some time to kind of pack everything up that I have on the picnic table and get ready to take shelter. So yeah, I'm going to get back to you guys in a little bit and let you know what happens. Hey, what's up guys? So I'm in the tent now. I don't know if you can hear, but it is starting to rain very lightly. I think it's gonna start coming down heavier. It just started raining and I can hear lightning as well and thunder. So I'm ducking it out right now in the tent. It's a little hot in here, not gonna lie. It's probably about like 6:30 p.m. Sun's starting to go down. It's gonna get dark soon. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of wait it out here, see what happens next, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. All right. Hey guys, so it stopped raining, and so I decided to head out back from the tent, get back out here. I'm gonna enjoy the fire a little bit more, and I'm gonna pop open another beer here in a minute. It's getting dark, so once it gets dark, I'm probably just gonna hop back in the tent, do a little bit of editing, and then just go to sleep, and then try to wake up early in the morning. Alright guys, so I am in the tent. It's getting kind of late, so I am going to call it a night, try to get some sleep, and wake up early. So yeah, and see you tomorrow morning. All right, have a good night.